Let's get into Hulk Hogan. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up watching the Hulk Hogan reality show as a kid, and he recently passed away at 71 years old, and it looks like it was cardiac arrest, which I think is a heart attack. Oh God, a video of this scene outside Hulk's home shows responders desperately trying to save his life as he was transported. So it doesn't sound like it was a peaceful death. Oh God, poor Hulk. I mean, he's quite problematic, but I just don't want to see any of that. He was pronounced dead at the hospital, and there were no signs of foul play or suspicious activity. I mean, keep in mind, we're dealing with Hulk Hogan. He's going to beat someone's ass. I wouldn't worry about any foul play when it comes to him. Just a few weeks ago, Hulk Hogan's wife, Sky, who he married in September 2023, denied rumors that he was in a coma, stating that his heart was strong as he recovered from surgeries. There were reports last month that Hulk Hogan was on his deathbed, but at the time, it seems like he was just dealing with symptoms of a neck procedure he had in May. Now, as I said, Hulk Hogan's a problematic man, but I don't really like talking about death or wishing death upon anyone, but the internet, some people are really comfortable with it because he's so disliked. People were making videos in joy that he had been gone.
Oh, not held and gained a new demon because Hulk Hogan is dead, stating that it's due to cardiac arrest. That's from all them steroids he was taking all them years. Stop saying rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. His motherfucking ass was racist. Don't y'all know that's the reason why the WWE terminated his motherfucking contract?
2015, his daughter, Brooke Hogan, was dating a black man. In a secret taping, Hulk Hogan spewed out some racist rhetoric. He said something along the lines of, "I can't believe you're dating an N-word. These effing N-words."
This comment reads that Hulk's the reason that wrestlers don't have a union. He's the piece of crap. Another person writes that his family wanted nothing to do with him. That says it all. Now, I did see that Brooke Hogan was able to speak to her dad at least one time before he had passed away, but they had a strained relationship. She's not wanted to speak to him in years. So, I mean, I guess that is telling that none of his family wanted him, and he had this new wife that seems sketchy. It's a sad way to go out. Let's get into Diddy. Now, this is quick, but I saw that Diddy was active on social media. He posted a little side-eye tweet. He quickly deleted this tweet, but I feel like he's trying to test the waters to see how people would react. I don't know how prison is nowadays. Maybe he has a phone, a cell phone. So he went on to X to go and post this to see maybe if people were fans of him or not. One person said, "Why was there a Diddy tweet on my screen?" Another person said, "He's teasing his release party." Another person writes, "Explain this. How the hell did Diddy just post these eyes? Why would Diddy post this, then delete it? Did y'all see Diddy tweet? Maybe someone got access to his account and they're messing with it." Diddy's not really active on Twitter. He did share a picture of his family in May and posted at one point to encourage his fans to go listen to his son King Combs' collab with Kanye West, a track Diddy Free, which obviously did not stand. So do people in prison have access to phones and social media? I mean, I see like once in a while someone on TikTok will have a prison phone and they'll be making TikToks, but I don't see it that often. So what do you guys think? What do you know? Let's get into Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Now, everyone is waiting for this announcement, the next royal wedding, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Travis sent Taylor Swift fans into a frenzy when he posted a picture on his Instagram for the first time of Taylor. A lot of those fans zoomed in to the picture and tried to notice any clues, and at one point, they thought that it seemed like there was an engagement photo of Taylor and Travis. You guys can see in this photo, she has her hand up. It looks like she's showing off some rings, but the rep said that she was actually wearing his Super Bowl rings in that picture, and it was not an engagement photo. Now, I thought this summer maybe Travis Kelce would have proposed to Taylor Swift, but maybe they're not in a rush. He's about to begin camp for NFL training soon, so he's about to be back into work, and I feel like that kind of closes the gap on time when he could go and propose to her. Let's get into Trisha Paytas. You guys know that we are fans of Trisha over here on this channel. I once was a co-host on her podcast. If you've never seen that episode, definitely go and check it out. But Trisha just gave birth to her new son, Aquaman Moses, Paytas Hackman, I believe, which The Aquaman is a little bit difficult to say. It's Aquaman Moses. But the internet has blown up. There have been billboards, there's brands, streaming services all using her children's names, Malibu Barbie, Elvis, and now Aquaman, to go and promote their films because they are all film names. But I do think it's like kind of a goofy story, and I wanted to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Like, what do you think about the name Aquaman for a kid? Do you think it's going to be the beginning of like a trend?
Let's talk about the name Baby Aquaman, because the internet is very, very divisive on it. Now, obviously, I really don't care. I shared the name with the world. It is his legal name. It's on his birth certificate. If you know anything about me, you know I had a little Aquaman phase back in 2017, 2018, at a time when I felt really low in life, and I had this like weird, like drawn to him. Another thing, I don't know, my husband loves water. He identifies as water, and that's very sincerely, very truthfully. He doesn't like to think of himself as like our physical bodies, our physical beings, gender, sexuality, all that stuff. He's very fluid and identifies as water, which I thought was a little cuckoo when I first met him. And then I was like, I started adapting the philosophy as kind of thinking, yes, we're all water beings. And finally, Aquaman can go by whatever he wants to go by. Aquaman can go by Aqua. His middle name is also Moses, so he can go by Moses if he would like to. And if one day he wants to change his name, he's welcome to do that as well.
Now, the comments were sounding off. One person writes, you need to be banned from naming a child ever again. Aquaman? Another person says, congrats, and please tell me that these are nicknames to protect your kids' identities. One person pointed out that she threw out a few possible names in a recent post. Papermate was one of the contenders. You know, Trisha Paytas didn't think she could have kids for years and to have this family or find true love, so just shout out to her for, finding all the peace in her life. Let's get into Wendy Williams. You guys know I love Wendy Williams over here, and what she's going through is so wrong. And I'm glad she's getting this new team to try to help her stand up for her rights, because they're now going to sue the people responsible for her guardianship. Now, Wendy and her lawyer, Joe Tacopina, did not mince words. His client's guardianship sickens him, they report, and that he's going to sue the people responsible for it. Wendy and Joe were seen celebrating Wendy's birthday at a restaurant in New York when he told the photographer that Wendy is on her way out of the guardianship. But it's been incredibly slow. The judge seems immovable and will almost certainly deny their motion to end the guardianship, which has lasted for more than 3 years. Joe is going to demand a jury trial, and it looks like they have a bunch of evidence that they're going to present, and Joe feels that the jury is going to side with Wendy because she's been having these conversations with reporters and friends and Harvey at TMZ and trying to correct the narrative, so she seems capable. Now, the judge seems like they have it out for Wendy Williams, so I don't really have too much hope unless the judge is replaced with someone else or the case is moved, because this woman hates Wendy Williams. She hates the idea that she's famous, and she keeps telling her, you're not a star, you're not going to come back. So the judge needs to go. Let's get into Chuck E. Cheese. If you guys are not following me on my main channel, Sloan, I just posted a video exposing Chuck E. Cheese, so I thought, why not include this little update, because we just talked about this on my main channel. A Chuck E. Cheese mascot had to cough up some serious money to bail out after getting arrested at a Chuck E. Cheese place in Florida, of course. Shout out to all my Floridians, I may sit down there. When the costume of the head was removed by cops, the rodent was revealed as Jermel J. Jones, who was arrested for theft of a credit card. Not Chucky getting arrested. This would happen after my video exposing Chuck E. Cheese.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Wait, I love that this is the song with it. Is everyone else obsessed with the Jet2 holiday?
We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included.
This is so embarrassing to be like dressed up as a rat. At least they did not take him to the prison dressed up like that and allowed the other like inmates to see. This all went down during the middle of a child's birthday party. It was in progress whenever Chuck E. Cheese was arrested. So the kids are probably a little bit traumatized from that. I'm sorry to the kids. It looks like what he did was he actually ran a scheme almost maybe through the Chuck E. Cheese, because he had one of those fake card readers that would get people's information and then he'd use it later on. So he's kind of like a smart like rodent over here. This comment reads, the scary part is someone at Chuck E. Cheese hired that man to be around kids in the first place. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.